Hello, it's me, Kathy. I just wanted to share a little backstory with you before I get to this dish that I made. I was in the Walmart getting my COVID vaccination. Yes, I did it. And while I was in there, I decided to go over to the grocery section and pick up a few things that I needed. And I found, which you don't find in too many supermarkets, the Goya empanada dough. And so I decided, well, I bought it and I put them in the freezer for a future empanada. So today was the day. And I made a chicken empanada that was sort of spicy. And I finished it off with a yogurt, cilantro, lime sauce. Not a sauce, it was more like a dipping sauce, but they really came out great. Now with chicken and empanadas, or anything with chicken, you really got to make sure that you season them rather heavily so they're not bland. And these did not come out bland at all, but when you see the video and you see the recipe, you're going to see how many actual spices I did use in these. And they're not spicy, but they're well seasoned. And enjoy making them, enjoy eating them, and I hope you can find those empanada doughs, or you can make your own, or you can use pie crust. It's a very versatile dish. Enjoy. I'm going to start with some cooked chicken thighs. I poached these, and as you can see, I seasoned them fairly heavily. And then we're going to have some peppers, some onions, some garlic, and tomatoes. That banana pepper there came out of my garden. And lots of seasonings: salt, pepper, cumin, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, red pepper flake. We're going to prep our veggies. And then we're going to chop our chicken. We're going to heat some olive oil over medium heat in a skillet. And to that, we're going to add our veggies, stir them around to mix them together, and then we're going to season them. And here comes those seasonings again: salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, chili powder, smoked paprika, ground cumin, and that little lime spice that I like, the true lime. I also left out the red pepper flake. Use it if you want, don't if you don't. And we're going to saute that until the vegetables begin to soften. And while that's happening, we're going to mix up some chicken stock. We're going to use chicken base, or a bouillon cube, or some collagen out of a can. And to that, we are going to add our favorite tomato sauce. We're going to blend that together. And when those veggies are beautifully softened, we're going to pour in, first we're going to add our chicken, oopsie, and stir that around to blend with the vegetables. And now we're going to add our sauce, our tomato chicken stock. And we're going to increase our heat a little bit, and we're going to simmer that. This had to simmer for about 20 minutes, stirring occasionally, till all of that liquid is absorbed. And as you can see, that's a lot drier than the previous pictures. So now we're going to open up our package of empanada dough, or cut out some pie crust circles, or whatever you're using. And we're going to lay those out on a baking sheet or a piece of parchment. And we want to make sure that filling is nicely cooled before we do this part. And we're going to add 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of filling, depending on your dough size. These were the bigger empanada doughs, so that's what these took. And then we're going to fold them over and press the edges. And we're going to take those edges and crimp them with a fork to make sure they're nicely sealed so there's no leakage while they're cooking. And we're going to lay them out on a baking sheet. Now we're going to beat an egg and make a nice egg wash. We're going to brush that egg wash all over our empanadas. Remember that the use of an egg wash gives a nice shiny outside and a browned appearance to your pastry. And when that's done, we're going to cut some vent holes. You could use a knife. I like to use some kitchen shears. And that just keeps those from exploding while they're cooking. And we're going to bake them at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And when they're nicely browned, they come out. And in the meantime, we're going to make our sauce. We're going to take some fresh cilantro. I had to supplement mine with some dried cilantro because my garden's weak in the cilantro department right now. Some Greek yogurt, or you can use sour cream if you prefer. Some lime juice. If you have fresh limes, throw that zest in there too. I added some real lime to mine for that zestiness. And there's that extra cilantro that I put in. We're going to mix that well together till it has a smooth consistency and everything's blended together like that. And now we're going to serve them with our empanadas. And don't they look lovely? And they were also very delicious.